थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर सुहेल। अब हम अगले सेशन की तरफ जाएंगे, सो वी विल कंटिन्यू टू लुक एट कोऑर्डिनेशन। बट अब हम थोड़ा सा ग्रुप एक्टिविटी की तरफ भी जाएंगे। सो उसको इनिशिएट करवाने के लिए आई विल इनवाइट राबिया एंड डॉक्टर साजिद, और देन वील ब्रेक इनटू ग्रुप्स, वील डू आवर ग्रुप वर्क, और फिर हम लंच के लिए चले जाएंगे। लंच हमारा स्टार्ट होगा 1:30 पर इंशाल्लाह। सो उसके बाद वील रिकन्वीन एट 2:30 एंड वील कंटिन्यू विद द ग्रुप डिस्कशंस। राबिया एंड डॉक्टर साजिद।
थैंक यू महीन। वंस अगेन ग्रुप एक्टिविटी, लास्ट टाइम की तरह प्लीज बैक साइड पे हमारे 4 ग्रुप टेबल्स पड़े हुए हैं। आप अपनी मर्जी से बैठ जाएं, बट मेक श्योर कि हर ग्रुप में सब प्रोविंस की रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो। एक टेबल पे सिमिलर प्रोविंस वाले नाम बैठे। हम चाह रहे हैं कि थोड़ी सी क्रॉस लर्निंग भी हो जाए। तो आपको वहां पे जब बैठेंगे, कुछ ग्रुप एक्टिविटी के लिए हम हैंडआउट्स देंगे, तो उस पर आपने डिस्कशन करनी होंगी। इट्स अराउंड 1 आवर एक्टिविटी। तो प्लीज ओवर टू द नेक्स्ट एक्टिविटी।
ग्रुप्स के लिए डिवाइड होंगे भी।
हाँ जी।
कीप इन माइंड, जब आप ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड हो रहे हैं तो मेक श्योर कि आप मिक्स्ड ग्रुप रखें। जेंडर बैलेंस भी होना चाहिए क्योंकि हमारा ग्राउंड रूल्स में है, और रीजनल बैलेंस भी उस तरह से होना चाहिए।
अच्छा, ट्राई करें कि एक ग्रुप में 5 से कम लोग ना हो। कम से कम एटलीस्ट 5 की रिप्रेजेंटेशन एक ग्रुप के अंदर होनी चाहिए। जैसे मैं देख रही हूँ ये वाला ग्रुप यहाँ पे बहुत कम पार्टिसिपेशन है। प्लीज इस ग्रुप में अगर आ जाए।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। आप सबको ये मिल गए हैं पेपर? सबको जी। चलें, ग्रेट जी। आई होप कि ये कोई इतना मुश्किल नहीं होगा। इतने चैलेंजेस हैं कि आप तो आंखें बंद करके बहुत सारे जो चैलेंजेस हैं वो लिख सकते हैं। कैन आई हैव अटेंशन जी? 2 मिनट के लिए जी आप हमें सुन लें, फिर हम आपके बाद आपको सुनेंगे। एक्सक्यूज मी जी सर, थोड़ा सा टाइम हमें दे दीजिए, फिर हम आपको सुनते हैं। थैंक यू। चैलेंजेस इतने ज़्यादा हैं कि शायद ये एक्टिविटी ना होती अगर ये इतने ही आसान चैलेंजेस होते जो आप सोच रहे हैं। ठीक है। इसका बुनियादी लाने का मकसद ये है कि डोंट गिव अस अ वेरी जनरल चैलेंजेस, डेटा लिमिटेशन। दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी जनरल चैलेंज। हम आपके एक्सपीरियंस से सीखना चाह रहे हैं कि एनी पर्टिकुलर चैलेंज एट ए वेरी माइक्रो लेवल विच यू थिंक इज वेरी इनोवेटिव, नॉट डिस्कस्ड ऑलरेडी, जो ऑलरेडी नोन है, शायद उसको लाने की कोई वैल्यू एडिशन नहीं होगी। तो आइडिया एक्चुअली ये था इस पूरी एक्टिविटी का कि आप चूंकि प्रैक्टिशनर्स हैं, फील्ड में हैं, आप डिजाइन करते हैं, सोशल प्रोटेक्शन को इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, व्हाट वाज दैट यूनिक चैलेंज दैट यू फेस्ड, जो बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कस नहीं किया जाता है जब भी सोशल प्रोटेक्शन सिस्टम के चैलेंजेस की बात होती है। तो अगर आप ये नोट ऊपर जो लिखा हुआ है अगर इसको देख सकें, कि इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग ए वेरी जनरल रिस्पॉन्स, मैं सुन रहा था इस ग्रुप ने तो 9-10 की लिस्ट तैयार कर ली थी अभी मेरे माइक पकड़ते पकड़ते। So that is why we were really careful on the note. Nobody read actually note, and they did the 9. Actually, I listened 10 challenges till the moment I was holding the mic. So they were done. Don't give us a general response to these questions. The idea is to respond to these questions. For example, don't say institutional capacity is a challenge. Give us the barrier, actually, the element of institutional capacity that in your organization, in your project is acting as a barrier, actually. Very micro level, and we would love to have something जो आपको लगे कि हमने पहले नहीं सुनी हुई. This will be very interesting to know. So that is actually this exercise is. Otherwise, I know कि आप उसमें वो जी top 3, and we are giving you time to think through. Give us some innovative challenges जो आपको लगता है generally discussion नहीं हो रहे, and then give 2-3 liner bullets. I mean, you don't need to write, just bullet points explaining why you think that each identified barrier is very significant कि वो top में उसमें आ गया है, and you can order them in a ranking. Actually, the one first should be the you think is the most critical challenge that you face, and particularly what underlying factors do you think have created each of these barriers? वो barriers आ कहाँ से रहा है? So it's 3 layers. Number one, the barrier which you think is very different barrier than all everybody is discussing. Then why it is a barrier, you think important, what is its critical importance. But we are really interested in question number 3. What is making that thing a barrier? That is actually on the part. और ये स्ट्रक्चर ऑलरेडी आप बैठ गए हैं, एंड देन आपकी टेबल पे एक बहुत बड़ा सा एक पड़ा होगा, इस पे आपने जो अपना पोस्टर है वो बना देना है, एंड इन द सेकंड फेज वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दैट पोस्टर. आई होप आई एम क्लियर. एक्सीलेंट. यू आर नॉट क्लियर, आस्क प्लीज. एग्जैक्टली मुझे लगता है मैं 1 मिनट और माइक ना पकड़ता तो आपने तो पोस्टर बना देना था. प्लीज गो हेड. थैंक यू. एक्सीलेंट सर, एक्सीलेंट. थैंक यू. ओके जी, गुड लक.
एक वॉलंटियर हो गया और एक और वॉलंटियर चाहिए. हाँ, स्टार्ट करते हैं. और कोई वॉलंटियर किधर? अच्छा. So we'll try to cover it in 5-ish minutes. ठीक है. Before we go on to the final session for today, which is on financing social protection. If you remember, तो module 1 के अंदर concepts of social protection में we did cover financing, but at the conceptual level. But आज हम उसका थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा practical level पर भी देखेंगे. I'll hand it over to you now, sir. आपका mic है, तो maybe let's say no more than 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, I just can talk about one point. The barrier in coordination which our group has identified as a father and mother of all coordination problems is trust deficiency. It is a wider term. Trust deficiency, we have trust deficiency even within the department and intra-department. No department is ready to share its data with any other one. Even the companies are not ready to share their data with the government, or government is ready to share data with the other stakeholders as well. The only thing is this, that we don't trust each other. We have the fear of accountability. I just give one example. During COVID, when the government was trying to get data about the workers which were laid off so that they can give them financial assistance, no one was ready to give that data. The reason was this: if in a office or in a company 100 or 1000 workers are working on ground, they just have registered 100 out of 1000 for EOBI and Social Security. So they were fearful, having the fear of accountability, that if they will share the data, then government may use that data against them in future. So this is the one thing, the trust deficiency. To overcome this barrier, we must frame a legal framework at the provincial level and at the national level, so that the people are bound to share data with each other. The second point was role ambiguity. Everyone, even in the department, 1, 2, 3 officers are doing the same role or have the same JDs. JDs are not designed properly. Similarly, different departments are overlapping mandate. Due to this, when you ask data from some other department to share your data, we have these schemes, we want to use it there. The other department who has to give you data, they are doing the same job. So they are reluctant to use that data, to share that data with each others. So in this way, we must have very proper, we must redesign or rewrite in the province, there is a rule of business, and we define exactly the role of every department which they are performing with the focus that department don't have overlapping function. That's enough, I think so.
Thank you, sir. My next question for anyone around here is there anything that is being done in terms of what was just suggested in any of the other provinces? So I spoke with Raja Masroor Sahab from Sindh. Maybe you can share a little bit.
Sindh has taken an initiative, and so the rest of the provinces, कि हमने initiative लेना शुरू कर दिया है. We have initially we started with the social protection strategy unit, which was working on the social protection strategy. That strategy unit has been established into a department. We have a social protection department in Sindh, under which the Social Protection Authority is working. हमने initially around 60 billion के social protection initiatives identify किए थे through our annual development programs across different sectors. Those, that this substantial amount has been integrated into a social protection authority और एक comprehensive framework बन चुका है. The work is in progress, but we are on the right path. So are the other provinces. कि एक इनिशिएटिव हम ले चुके हैं और उस इनिशिएटिव को फर्दर स्ट्रीमलाइन करने की ज़रूरत है और उस पे हम एफर्ट कर रहे हैं एंड वी आर लर्निंग फ्रॉम अदर प्रोविंसेस थैंक्स टू GIZ, थैंक्स टू OPM कि हमें अपने इस विजन को बेहतर बनाने में हेल्प मिल रही है. थैंक यू.
Thank you. I wonder if anyone else has anything to add. Maybe we can hear something from KP. We will have a demo session tomorrow, for instance, with the Zakat MIS. But is there any way that the MIS is being used to address any of the coordination challenges that were identified earlier? Anyone from KP? Ma'am Fazilat ji.
So now there is a disability app on which people can register if they have any kind of disability, and the department is able to register their data and issue them some certificate, kind of disability certificate. And GIZ and Social Protection Reforms Unit, they have collaborated on devising that tool or that app for the Social Welfare Department. So some of the things, though these have been initiated, I would say these are not even yet in the middle of something, but like you can say that the processes have been initiated. And if it is the establishment of institutions, I think the biggest achievement for the KP province is to establish a section in the Planning and Development Department, which is totally focused on social protection and gender mainstreaming, of which I am the pioneer chief, and I do take that credit for myself, because that section is one of the biggest achievements, and it is intended to, like, it is believed to be one of the sections that will look after all the ADP, the annual development plans in the province, to be in accordance with the social protection and gender indicators. And iske alawa, what I can think of is the Social Protection Reforms Unit itself in the SDU. It is the institutional arrangement for taking care of the reforms from the social protection point of view. Other like the digital kind of the apps, or you can say other things that is providing, or that is strengthening the coordination in the province, are platforms such as Technical Working Group that has been notified by Social Protection Reforms Unit, and it is having all the members from all the departments, all the government departments, और बाकी भी जितने stakeholders हैं हमारे KP में, उनके दरमियान कोऑर्डिनेशन को डेवलप करने के लिए, ताकि जो हमारी आई फॉरगॉट टू मेंशन, हमारी केपी में जो हमने सबसे पहले सोशल प्रोटेक्शन पॉलिसी बनाई है, सो दैट वाज आल्सो वन ऑफ द मेजर डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो कि 18th अमेंडमेंट के बाद सूबों जो empower किया गया था कि they can take care of their social protection policies. So they have our KP province has launched its first ever KP social protection policy, and in the light of that policy, we are also working on the strategy so that we can carve out how can some implementable or doable tasks for ourselves. So these are kind of a few steps that we are.
Thank
you
you
very much.
Thank you. I think it was important for us to also reflect on, I mean, we've spent a lot of time identifying challenges with coordination, and those challenges definitely do exist, but it's also good practice to share, you know, things that are being implemented on ground that are trying or striving to overcome some of those challenges. I'll try to make sure that the posters that all of you made are, you know, posted around the venue, and if throughout the coming 5 days, or 4 days, because we're left with 4 now. If you have any suggestions, or if you come up with any other, interventions that are in place to help answer each of those challenges, please do keep posting them over there.